Is Canon about to leapfrog Sony in sensor and image processor technology with faster, smaller, and more power-efficient chips? Will this lead to a faster, more powerful, and efficient Canon EOS R1 or Canon EOS R5 Mark II? Well, stick around after this short break for all the details. But first, subscribe to this channel for a chance to win a Canon EOS R5. I'll be giving one away to one lucky subscriber once this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers. Anyone above the age of 18 with a valid mailing address is eligible. Additional terms and conditions are linked in the description down below. Canon just launched a critical tool that they say will help manufacture the most advanced semiconductors. While most of you know Canon for their cameras, medical devices, and photocopiers, they also develop lithography machines for developing and fabricating chips. In fact, Canon sensors and image processors are made in-house on their own machines. Canon used to be a leader in semiconductor fabrication along with Nikon some 20 years ago, but they fell behind the Dutch company ASML, which is used to make the same chips found in Apple devices like iPhones and Macintosh computers. ASML is the leader in semiconductor fabrication, bar none, with their machines being used by foundries worldwide, including TSMC, which is the company that fabricates Apple chips. And these machines, they cost upwards of $200 million per machine. Some 20 or 30 years ago, Canon used to be a leader in semiconductor fabrication, along with Nikon, not just producing chips, but producing the machines to fabricate these chips. But they couldn't keep up with technology. Advanced Semiconductor Materials Lithography, or ASML, a Dutch company, just took off to the point where today they are the dominant player in the industry. In fact, when producing 5 nanometer or 3 nanometer chip processes, they're the only company out there with their machines costing upwards of $200 million each. Canon's latest nano imprint lithography system is Canon's challenge to ASML. Canon stated in their press release that Canon's nano imprint lithography technology enables patterning with a minimum line width of 14 nanometers. That's equivalent to the current 5 nanometer mode, which is required to produce the most advanced logic semiconductors which are currently available. Furthermore, with further improvement of the masking technology, nano imprint lithography is expected to enable circuit patterning with a minimum line width of 10 nanometers, which corresponds to today's 2 nanometer mode. Advanced Semiconductor Material Lithography is the dominant player in the chip fabrication. We all know this. They have a monopoly making EUV lithography machines that are the most complicated devices on the planet, providing atomic precision. Each machine is the size of a bus, costing some $200 million. But their next machine is going to cost well over $300 million. Business is good. Since 2018, ASML's stock price has gone up 400%. Their machines are used by Samsung, TSMC, and Intel to fabricate leading chips. It's no wonder Canon wants to get back into the game. And until now, ASML was the only company that could do this. Canon went further and stated that in contrast to current photolithography equipment, which transfers a circuit pattern by projecting it onto a resisted coated wafer, the new product does it differently by pressing a mask imprinted with a circuit pattern on the wafer like a stamp. Because its circuit pattern transfer process does not go through an optical mechanism, fine circuit patterns on the mask can be faithfully reproduced on the wafer. Therefore, complex 2 to 3 dimensional circuit patterns can be formed with a single imprint, which may reduce the cost of ownership. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal on so many levels. One, from semiconductor manufacturing. You've probably heard over the past couple of years that there's so much demand because of that period where production had stopped. There's so much demand for semiconductors that the market can't keep up. And ASML, even with their $200 million machines and their future machine costing over $300 million, well, they can't keep up with demand either. There's a wait list for these machines. So for Canon to come out with a simpler technology, a machine that, well, probably is still the size of a city bus, but that can produce chips cheaper, more effectively, more efficiently, and at a lower cost, well, that translates into more money for Canon and also a potential for a lower cost of ownership. And that's a huge deal. It provides a huge stream of revenue for Canon when copier sales and also camera sales are down. So what does this mean for the Canon EOS R1, the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, and future Canon cameras? Well, because Canon not only fabricates their own image sensors and their image processors and other chips, but they also fabricate the machines that make the chips. They completely control the entire vertical, which provides them better economies of scale. Being able to produce chips not only cheaper than the competition, but also faster and do it quicker and also more efficiently, and of course that means more powerful as well. And this would be a very big deal for anybody looking to purchase the Canon EOS R1, the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, or any other future Canon camera, to know that you're getting chips that are the fastest, most reliable, most efficient, and with the highest technology before anybody else. Well, your cameras are going to perform better. You might have better battery life, be able to do more things that, well, others can't. Having complete control over the vertical and total cost of ownership is definitely a big deal and could help lower the cost of some Canon cameras and lenses. Wouldn't that be a big deal? I wouldn't expect that to happen, but let me know, what do you think in the comment section down below? How do you think this is going to translate to benefits and improvements to the Canon EOS R1, the Canon EOS R5, or future Canon products? But at the end of the day, this helps make Canon a healthier company. With ASML machines costing at a minimum around $200 million, this could be a huge boon to Canon's earnings, making them a company, well, to be around for a very long time, which means they'll continue making cameras for a very long time. Not only a big player in the marketplace with something close to 50% market share, if they could just chisel away 25% market share in the advanced lithography market, that would be a huge deal. And that benefits all of us, whether we're purchasing Apple iPhones, whether we're purchasing any sort of electronics with chips in it, because those chips can be produced quicker, faster, and cheaper. And if you want to stay up to date on all the latest camera gear news and rumors, then go ahead and subscribe, but make sure you also choose all notifications. But it also helps get this channel exposed and noticed, because as you interact with this channel by subscribing, commenting, well, it feeds into YouTube's algorithm saying, hey, you're aware, you're interested in my videos, so it starts recommending it to other people, getting this channel to grow even further. And let's say if we can't get this channel up to 45,000 subscribers by this weekend. And for all the minor news and rumors out there, for all those news stories that aren't quite big enough to have their own separate video, well then go ahead and follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm always putting out pricing information, patent information, and all sorts of other stuff that, like I said, aren't quite big enough to have their own separate videos. And if you're looking at purchasing Canon gear or camera gear in general, right now the Canon EOS R5 and the R5C is $500 off using my links down below, and the Canon EOS R3 is up to $1,000 off. I don't know if this is going to continue past this weekend, but they're on sale right now. And whenever you purchase from Amazon.com, Adorama, or B&H, I get a small commission back, which really does help fund this channel. So please use my links down below, these ones right here. It's greatly appreciated, and thanks an awful lot to those of you that have done it. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourself a great week, and we'll see you again soon.